Welcome back to another Micmac Tabletop review. Today we'll be taking a look at the North American Arms Guardian 32. Here we have an excellent example of the stainless steel North American Arms Guardian 32. This is one of those firearms that people have asked me to review, probably because I've made a few videos on 32 caliber micro pistols where I've stated more than once that there aren't many companies still making 32 pistols, which is true. But in my listing of those companies, I usually left out the North American Arms, or NAA, and Guardian 32, which is still indeed being produced today. Sorry, I tend to overlook the NAA Guardian 32 because it's such an unabashed, although improved upon facsimile of the popular Seecamp 32. And I'll admit, it's indeed a shame that I didn't give more recognition to the North American Arms Guardian 32, which is actually a well-crafted little pocket pistol. I picked this one up a few years ago primarily because it had such a low price on it, and it was hard to pass up. But because I actually carried a Seecamp 32 for years, I just stored this little Guardian 32 away without even cleaning it or shooting it even once because I didn't really need it. To be honest, I sort of forgot that I even had it. But I agree, it's time to take a look at this durable little gun. So let's check it out. But before we go any further, let's make sure that this gun is cleared first. And by the way, if you enjoy this review, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. North American Arms began in 1972 as Rocky Mountain Arms in Provo, Utah. Company was renamed North American Manufacturing in 1974 after being purchased by its new owners, then renamed North American Arms, or NAA. North American Arms basically produced good quality single-action 5-shot mini revolvers, but in 1997 NAA produced a micro pistol quite similar to the very popular Seecamp 32. It was the Guardian 32. At first glance, the Guardian may look identical to the Seecamp. Here's my Seecamp 32, and you can see the striking resemblance. Like the Seecamp, the Guardian 32 is robustly constructed of stainless steel with a brushed finish. Its looks and lines are very similar. Like the Seecamp, the Guardian 32 is a 6-round double-action only semi-automatic pistol with a long, heavy trigger pull. By the way, in 2001, NAA responded to the public's demand for a bigger caliber version of the Guardian by coming out with the slightly larger Guardian 380 ACP pistol. Now you'll hear the Guardian 32 refers to as a clone of the Seecamp 32. Even I've done that. But while it's very close in design to the Seecamp, it's also notably different. In fact, a closer look at the two side-by-side reveals the Guardian is actually larger. The Guardian 32 is longer, taller, and thicker than the Seecamp 32. So it shouldn't be a surprise to find that the Guardian weighs about 4 ounces more than the Seecamp. In addition, the Guardian 32 differs in design from the Seecamp in the location of its magazine release, which is here next to the trigger guard, compared to the heel release on the Seecamp. There's no magazine disconnect on the Guardian compared to the Seecamp, which can't be fired without the magazine in place. And there's the inclusion of small but usable sights compared to the Seecamp, which has none. Also, the Guardian sports a takedown button on the right side here, rather than the need for an empty shell and punch tool as on the Seecamp. As such, the Guardian's design, while perhaps a close knockoff of the Seecamp, is not only different but actually considered an improvement, giving credit where credit is due. And while the two have similar manufacturer's suggested retail prices, the Guardian 32 can often be found for about $100 less than the Seecamp. Also, whereas the Seecamp is notoriously ammo finicky, preferring specific hollow point ammo like the Winchester Silvertip, the North American Arms Guardian seems to be more accommodating to different ammo brands and types, including even ball ammo. Now that being said, in my personal view, while I admit to really liking and actually preferring the improved features on the Guardian, and certainly North American Arms has demonstrated excellent craftsmanship in the production of their Guardian 32, there's no doubt, though, that overall fit and finish is noticeably less refined than that on the Seecamp, which is absolutely superb. The same would go for the smoothness of action. The Seecamp is just a little bit better, But that's just my opinion, and maybe because I've shot a lot of rounds through this little gun, so it may just be well broke in. This particular Guardian 32 does not seem to have been shot much, and so it may need a break-in period. However, I need to say that personally I found the Seecamp a little more comfortable to shoot in spite of the Guardian's slightly larger weight and size. Now, while we're on the topic of clones, there was a closer Seecamp 32 copy or clone produced from 1996 to 2000, the Autaga Arms Mark II 32. Autaga Arms only made about 3,000 of the Mark II 32, so they tend to be a little pricey at over $500, but you may run into one if you're searching for a Guardian 32 or Seecamp 32. As for specs, North American Arms Guardian has been produced in a variety of calibers and types, including 25 ACP, 32 ACP, 380 ACP, and even some proprietary bottleneck calibers such as the 25 NAA and the 32 NAA. The Guardian is also built on two different size frames, the smaller one for the 25 NAA and 32 ACP models, and a slightly larger frame for the 32 NAA and 380 models. This particular pistol is in 32 ACP. The action is double action only with no magazine disconnect. Construction material is high-grade stainless steel. Capacity is 6+1. Barrel length is 2.19 inches. Brushed stainless steel barrel and slide sides, matted low glare frame, and top area finish. The grips are textured hard rubber, and there are an assortment of grip panels available. The sight is a front blade with a notched rear sight on this one. Trijicon night sights are actually available. This gun came with two 6-round magazines, one with a pinky extension. It also included a carry pouch with a belt clip. Total length is 4.38 inches. Height is 3.38 inches. Thickness with the standard grips is 0.81 inches. Unloaded weight is 15.6 ounces. As for packaging, this particular gun was used, so there was no box, but it did come with the expected belt clip pouch as well as two magazines, including one with a pinky extension. However, I have seen plastic cases for the Guardian and simple cardboard boxes along with manuals, etc., and even a lockable box for packaging. Like most 32 caliber micro pocket pistols, the North American Arms Guardian 32 is obviously a point-and-shoot defensive gun expected to be utilized at very short distances, where it's more likely to be drawn, pointed, and shot quickly at under 18 feet. As for fit and feel, the stippling on these grips is too light for my liking, and I can just barely squeeze 2 fingers on the grips if I use the magazine with the pinky extension. With the flush magazine, I struggle to get even 1.5 fingers on the gun, so this is a very small gun. Of course, that's the whole point. The mag release is traditional American trigger guard button style. Pushing the mag release fully releases the magazine. The magazines are well made in Italy of polished stainless steel. The magazines are a little stiff to load, with the last round requiring a little effort. There are no other controls on this gun. No slide catch, so the slide does not stay open after firing the last round. There is no magazine disconnect, so the gun can be fired without a magazine. Be aware that this gun is small and the slide is stiff to rack, but relatively smooth and easier if done in a push-push motion. The slide serrations are good. These little blade and notch sights on the gun are actually fairly crisp and are usable if you need them, but this is basically a point-and-fire gun. The trigger is double action only, and as the only safety on the gun, it is a long, even pull at an average 11.2 pounds with a crisp release. By the way, the Seecamp 32's trigger is reported to be about the same, but I measured mine at 10.1 pounds, a pound lighter than the Guardian's, and the Seecamp's trigger is also smoother. Unfortunately, I have large hands and, importantly, long fingers. The result is I struggle to pull this trigger back as far as I needed to fire. That's true for the Seecamp as well, but somehow it's worse with the Guardian. Now keep in mind, while the NAA Guardian 32 isn't a range toy by any stretch of the imagination, shot placement is still important in order for this little gun to be effective as a defensive carry firearm. So I usually use profile targets with my little guns like this in training. I typically train at 15 to 18 feet with micro pocket pistols, so that's where we'll begin. Let's see how I do. I'll be cycling between the flush base magazine and the one with the pinky extension. I usually carry my Seecamp with the Pinky magazine because I'm better with it. Better grip and control. Let's see if that's the case here with this Guardian. By the way, I usually carry my 32s with Hornady critical defense rounds or Winchester silver tips. Neither are cheap, but unlike the Seecamp, the Guardian can also handle ball ammo just fine. Today I'm shooting PMZ bronze because they're the most available and least expensive 32s around today. Still not cheap, it's 60 cents a round. The target is set out to 15 feet since this is just a point and shoot gun. By the way, I'm starting out with the flush magazine. This is a really small little gun, and basically I've got only one finger on it for control. I have to think through where I'm placing my trigger finger. You can see me readjusting here. The trigger pull just seems to go on forever. I have to say this is not a very comfortable gun to shoot. With the flush magazine, the gun just jumps around and getting back on target is a real challenge. Once I find the right combination of grip and trigger finger placement, I seem to be okay. But this gun absolutely requires practice to develop good muscle memory. You can't be fumbling around in a real world situation. Okay, let's try that again, but with the Pinky extension magazine. Much better, but this gun pinches my trigger finger. Again, I need to adjust where I'm pulling this trigger, and a long, heavy pull is just awkward for me. Also note that there's no hold open after firing the last round on this gun. Let's try setting the target out to 20 feet and see how I do. You know, this Guardian behaves a lot like my Seecamp, although it's also different. Even though this Guardian is a bit larger and heavier than my Seecamp, I seem to do better with the Seecamp. That might be due to the extensive practice I've had with the Seecamp. If I were going to carry this Guardian 32, I'd need to practice. But given my short experience here with the Guardian, I think it's very doable. And accuracy is certainly good. As for cons, let's just begin by acknowledging that the 32 is a relatively weak cartridge, so this is strictly a close-up point-and-shoot weapon, and shot placement is critical. The Guardian 32 is very small, so handling can be tricky and downright unpleasant to shoot. As such, there are those who would suggest that it's not a self-defense firearm for inexperienced shooters, primarily because it's hard to shoot well consistently. It's also quite heavy for its size. In comparison to modern polymer pocket pistols like the Ruger LCP Max at about 10 ounces or the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0 at just over 11 ounces, the North American Arms Guardian with a weight of more than 15 ounces is quite heavy. But it's also really underpowered compared to the 10-round capacity of 380 ACP of the Ruger Max and the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0. Sure, the Ruger and the Smith & Wesson pocket pistols may be a bit larger, but not by much. And if you wanted to stick with really small and light 32s for ease of carry, it would be downright impossible to do better than the 6.6 ounce 6-round Kel-Tec 32. Seriously. By the way, complaints about the Guardian's trigger pull being too difficult are quite common, so it would be a good idea to try one out before you buy. But for a pocket pistol, this gun's trigger at 11 pounds is probably about right for a gun without a safety. And here's the thing, dry firing the Guardian won't give you as much information as live fire, in which you feel the kick and have to fight the gun for control. Personally, I'm not very good with either the Guardian or the Seecamp without the Pinky extension magazine. And oh yes, sorry, but the Guardian 32 is just enough larger than the Seecamp that it won't fit the Seecamp 32 holsters. As for pros, the Guardian is very well built. Fashioned from high-grade stainless steel, the Guardian also is quite robust, sturdy, and durable. In fact, you could consider the Guardian a potential legacy firearm lasting for generations that will probably well outlast the plastic-framed LCP Max or Bodyguard 2.0. The Guardian's action is sure and reliable. Compared to the Seecamp 32, the location of the magazine release, the inclusion of sights, and simpler takedown procedures are all greatly appreciated improvements. And while slightly larger in size, the Guardian is still easy to hide and carry. It seems to be able to handle most types of .32 auto ammo, and North American Arms provides pretty good support for and good assortment of accessories for the Guardian. Finally, you can probably find a Guardian 32 for less than a Seecamp, yet the value of the used Guardian 32 seems good and steady. Disassembly of the North American Arms Guardian 32 is actually quite simple. Begin by making sure the gun is empty. Remove the magazine. Now, while pressing in the takedown button on the right side above the grip, move the slide back a little until the slide is released. Then pull the slide toward the front and off the frame. Remove the double recoil spring and short rod from under the barrel, and that's it. To reassemble, return the recoil springs and short rod. Position the slide over the frame, catching the recoil spring on the front of the frame, and while pulling the trigger slightly, push the slide down into the frame. Return the magazine and test for function. And that's it. Pulling the trigger is necessary to move the hammer out of the way so the slide will drop down on the frame. As for cost, the manufacturer suggested retail price of the North American Arms Guardian 32 today is $465. Now keep in mind that there are several variations of the Guardian from 25 ACP to 380 and 25 NAA and 32 NAA models. However, I've seen new Guardian 32s offered at special prices for less than $300 on the internet, although you'll need to add in shipping and transfer fees at that price. But I see the NAA Guardian 32 as a well-made premium pistol worthy of its higher price for what you get. So a price of closer to $400 at your local gun shop would be fair. As for used Guardian 32s, Genetron.com suggests a used value of about $350, which sounds a little high to me, but consistent with what I see at auctions. Note that I picked this very nice used one up with both its magazine and original carrying case for $275, so better deals are probably out there. Now this is where I usually will ask again to be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I hope you found this video to be useful. Thanks for watching. In summary, the North American Arms Guardian 32 is a true American-made micro pocket pistol that's been produced for more than 25 years and still remains in production today. Back in its day, the .32 caliber bullet itself was very popular, even with law enforcement professionals. But today, the .380 has replaced the .32 for most pocket carry applications. In many cases, even small 9mm are more the popular choice. As a result, there aren't many companies still making the .32 pistols. In addition to the North American Arms Guardian 32, there's the Seecamp 32, the Beretta Tomcats 32, and the Kel-Tec 32. Sure, the 32 might be less popular today, but the advantage of the 32 is its ability to be utilized in a very small pistol package. True, the Guardian can indeed be an uncomfortable pistol to shoot, but it was designed for concealment and use as a close-up defense weapon. Equipped with extended magazine, the shooter will even be allowed the better control needed for decent accuracy. And in addition to its functional relevance, the quality of the craftsmanship of the North American Arms Guardian 32 has ensured its popularity. So wrapping up, let's just acknowledge that with the North American Arms Guardian 32, we have a worthy competitor to the iconic Seecamp 32. Perhaps not as refined, but undoubtedly the Guardian 32 represents a very well-crafted and executed improved built-to-last design. Comparatively, the Guardian may weigh more, but that heft helps the gun's control and shootability, which can be a challenge. It may not provide for a fun day at the range, but if you plan to carry the Guardian 32, expect that you'll need to practice. Personally, I can attest that the more you practice, the more confidence and skills you'll develop. That's true for any carry firearm, of course, but doubly so for tiny pistols like the Guardian. If you can't commit to that, I suggest you look for a different pocket carry. Now, the fact that North American Arms is still producing the Guardian 32 as of today speaks volumes about the gun's popularity and staying power. Very well made, flawless performance, functional design. Yeah, I'd say that the North American Arms Guardian 32 is indeed a top-of-the-line micro pocket pistol. Okay, so would I be willing to trade my Seecamp 32 for a Guardian 32? Well, I'm glad I don't have to make that decision because, quite frankly, it'd be a tough one. Any weapon you carry is better than the one you left at home. Thanks for watching. Hope you'll be back for my next tabletop review. Until next time, stay safe.